everybody, how are you? Hi everybody, so how's everybody doing? It's Tuesday evening and my schedule is booked. Okay? I went from underlooked to overbooked. Okay? Underlooked to overbooked. Yes, that's why I don't be on social media that much now. But anyway, today is a very important day, and whoever's not on here now, it's okay. You can come back and watch later. Today in the state of New Jersey is free Naloxone Day. Free Narcan has been giving out statewide today in New Jersey. And now that I'm working with the health department to administer Naloxone, which is the drug that prevents overdoses. When people overdose, okay, this is the drug that's saving the person's life. It's Naloxone. Okay, so I just did a major situation, a major event last week in Camden, New Jersey, which is the opioid pandemic of New Jersey. And I had children that I spoke to, and some of them were asking me, how can I become Narcan certified? Some of the kids, they wanted to know how it works and how can they get it, because everybody knows someone that's addicted. Okay, so I'm going to go through this really fast before it starts raining out here, and I'm in front of my house. I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes and all, but guess what? I have a passion for what I do, and it's okay. It's okay. So this is a box of Narcan, and right now I don't have someone like I'm hiring. I'm in the process of hiring a photographer to record my videos and stuff, because right now, if I hold something up to you, you're going to see it backwards, and because I don't have someone that's recording me. Okay, so let me just show you really quick what I did. So today is a very important day for the state of New Jersey, and a lot of people is going to need this information. Okay, today is free Narcan Day for everybody in New Jersey. So this is what was on my table in Camden last week. Let me hurry up because it's starting to get really windy, like it's going to be a storm. Okay, so I wrote down, I know you guys are not going to be able to see this, but these are all the pharmacies in New Jersey, from North Jersey to South Jersey, that's giving out Naloxone today. Okay, these are all the signs I made. These were on my table for all the Narcan. Okay, if you have someone that you know that's taking painkillers real heavy, and they always like, I'm good. You know, if it's your mom, you know, your aunt, your cousins, your girlfriend, if she's snorting cocaine, because you know all the drugs being laced with fentanyl, so you can have an overdose and you might need Naloxone even if you snorting cocaine. Yeah, if you snorting cocaine, you're gonna need Naloxone. Depends on if it's laced with fentanyl. So anyway, these are the signs that I made for all the pharmacies in New Jersey that's giving away Naloxone. So here's the kicker, okay? Today is free Narcan Day. A lot of people have went to the pharmacies to get the Narcan, but here's the twist. They're not going to know how to use it. So I'm going to give you guys a brief tutorial on how to use it, because some people don't even know what it looks like. And they living in a house with someone that's shooting up dope. They live in the house, their boyfriend is a dope fiend or dope addict, or you know, I don't call people addicts, but what I'm saying is people suffering with substance use disorder. You may know somebody that's popping a lot of pills, they still going to work and coming home. They might be going through a withdrawal, and they might try to go back, and they might overdose. So you don't know. People can look good and still die and still overdose. So today is free Naloxone Day in New Jersey. If you live in any other state in the United States and you need Naloxone, inbox me and I will get you connected to get it. Okay? So let me just show you something. A lot of people don't even know what Naloxone looks like. I have taken this class in 4 to 5 different states, and I've learned something different with every class that every instructor gave me. Naloxone is a life-saving drug that helps people that are going through opiate, overdose, or heroin. If you're on another drug, it is not going to work, okay? So let me go through this really quick and show you guys how it works. And then you can follow me on my YouTube channel, because I have a YouTube channel, and I did a whole tutorial on how to use Narcan, aka Naloxone. Okay? So this is how it looks, first and foremost. Okay, it comes first. I'm not sure what the pharmacies are giving out in New Jersey, but I know that the box I got from the health department, whom I'm now partnershiping with, is 2 in this box. Okay, but I have one that's open that I use for a demonstration when I'm doing demonstrations for people. Okay, so here's what I'm telling you guys. If someone you know is having an overdose, you have to recognize the signs first. You have to realize that, okay, what is going on? Is this person just drunk? Is he throwing up because he drank too much liquor? Is this person throwing up because, is he passed out because of this or that? So there's certain signs that you can have to look for where you can know when to administer the Narcan. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is call 911. If somebody is out of it and you're shaking them up and they're not moving, and they're unconscious, then it's a problem. It's not just from alcohol, okay? So, I know a lot of people are taking opioids, but the signs of an overdose, I'm going to tell you what they are so you can know what to look for, okay? If they have a blue or gray tint to the eyeballs, the white part, if it looks blue or gray, the dark part of the eye, that's signs of an overdose. If the lips look blue, that's signs of an overdose, okay? If you touch them and it's hot like today and they're cold and clammy, that's signs of an overdose. If they have shallow and frequent breaths, which is like if they're like running out of breath, like running, they could be possibly having an overdose. If the person has a deep snoring or gurgling sound, which is like, I have witnessed people that overdosing where they sound like they snoring in a heavy sleep, and it's like, I'm making the sounds so you guys can understand, because a lot of people are going to die that you know, and you're not going to know how to help them because you're not going to recognize the sounds and the signs. So if a person is sound like they're snoring and it's like, if it's like that, they're having an overdose. They could be possibly having an overdose. Okay, so there's a thing called a sternal rub. Okay, if you take your knuckles, watch me. If you take your knuckles, and if a person's overdosing, you put it on their chest bone, their breastbone, which is right above the bosom, or a man's chest bone. If you take your knuckles real hard and you shake them up and you do it real rough, if a person is in a state where they're not in a responsive state, they're not going to respond from that. If you put your knuckles on the sternum, which is right here, and you're like shaking them up, and they're not moving, they're still like, then they're having an overdose, okay? They're having an overdose. So, these are just things. The sternal rub is when you take your knuckles, right? And you put it right here. And you push really hard. It will wake somebody up if they're having an overdose, if they're not like really fully unconscious. If it's not working, they're having an overdose. So the first thing you're going to do is call 911, okay? The other thing is if they have a slow heart rate or pulse. Like I know how to take a pulse. So all you have to do is put your hand on the wrist, and you can learn how to take a pulse. Google it, okay? If you don't know how to take a pulse, it will tell you how to feel for someone's pulse if it's moving. And if they don't have a pulse, they're probably overdosing. Okay? If their pupils are like pinpoints, which means they're not moving. So look at me. While I'm talking to you right now, my eyes are moving, right? So if the person's eyes are just like this, and they're like, and that means they could be having an overdose. And it could be your mom, your son. It could be your daughter's boyfriend. It could be your aunt, your cousin, your grandmom, your uncle who's a veteran, anybody. I'm just telling y'all how to do it, okay? So look for these signs, and you'll know whether you're having an overdose or not. Today is Free Narcan Day in the state of New Jersey. And a lot of people are going to overdose that you guys know. And I'm giving you the tools right now to help them. Because what is the purpose of giving free Narcan if you can't help somebody if it's sitting on your tray like this? If you got Narcan today and you cracked it open, you put it on the tray, this is what Narcan looks like, okay? If this is what Narcan looks like. Some people don't even know how it looks, so I'm just telling y'all, this is how it looks. This is what's saving everybody's lives from overdosing. If your grandmom got it on the tray, just because it was in there, you don't know how it got there. And you come home one day, and your grandmom is laying on the floor, and you're like, grandmom, and you're trying to wake her up, because grandmoms take a lot of opioids. Grandpops take a lot of opioids. I know a lot of grandpops and grandmoms that take a lot of opioids. So if they're laying down, and you're like, oh my God, and you realize they're having an overdose from the opioids, what is the first thing you're going to do? You're going to call 911. Boom. Then you're going to get your kit out. You're going to break open the kit. It's a foil package. You rip it open like this. It's got foil. You're going to pull it out like this. This is what it looks like. This is what Narcan looks like. Okay? And if your grandmom, your aunt, your son, your cousin, your daughter, whoever, if they're going through something, you're going to break open the spray. You're going to look at the signs that I just gave y'all. Go back and watch the video, and you're going to be like, okay, is this person having an overdose, or are they drunk, or if they're having a heart attack or a stroke? You have to recognize the signs in order for this to work. You can't just pull out Narcan and think everybody having an overdose, okay? So, the way this stuff works is, once you break open the kit, you put it in the nostril all the way up, like this, and you push it down like a nasal spray. Boom. And once that spray goes into the nostril, it goes to the brain. It goes straight to your brain. Okay? It's going straight to your brain. Because what it's going to do is, it's going to block the receptors in your brain that's causing the overdose from the heroin and the painkillers. You dig me? You're going to take this, And you can only use one of these for one nostril. You're going to put it all the way up in the nose, and you're going to push it like that. Okay? And you're going to wait for the person to see if they're responding. If they're still like that's the death snore. That's how people are dying, I'm telling y'all. And if you can't acknowledge the signs, somebody's going to die that you could have helped. Okay? So if they're still going through that, then you're going to start the rescue breathing. Okay? This is a face mask that came with my kit. Every kits don't have this. Sometimes, you know, when people are overdosing, they're vomiting and it's coming out their nose and their mouth. Sometimes when you throw up and you profusely throwing up, it's coming out your nose and your mouth. It's like, and it's like that. But if you're trying to save a life, you can't worry about that. If it's a loved one, you get a plastic bag, you get some napkins and paper towels, you sweep out the mouth, turn the head to the side, sweep out the vomit, sweep it out, sweep it out, sweep it out the nostrils, sweep it out, get it out the nostrils. Because guess what? If you put this in their nose and they're throwing up, it's not going to work. You got to have a clear nasal passage, and you got to have a clear mouth for it to work. Okay? I'm talking fast because it's going to rain, but I want you guys to get this message. So some of these Narcan kits you guys are going to get is not going to have a face mask. But if not, get some paper towels. If you're trying to save a life, get some paper towels. Make sure you get a bag or something and put it over the person's mouth. Make sure it's like a hole, and you just sweep out the vomit. If the person is vomiting, get it out their nose and their mouth. Make sure the nasal passage and the mouth is clear. Okay? So this kit came with mine because I'm working with the health department with mine. It's like a face. You put it over the face. You mash up everything on the face. The eyes, the nose, the mouth, everything. Okay? You put it on the face, and then you start breathing. But here's the kicker. You got to push the chin back. Push the person's chin back, because they're not going to get the breaths if the chin is not elevated. Okay? So once you elevate the chin, you're going to do 5 short breaths. And this is how you know if it's working. 5 times. If the chest cavity is going like this a little bit, you know it's working. Okay? Make sure the chest cavity is moving when you breathe into the person's mouth. Boom. Okay, if they're still not responding, guess what? You got to have another kit of Narcan. If the ambulance didn't come yet, you got to have another one of these for the other nose, for the other nostril. You got to break open another kit. One kit is good for one nostril. Okay? One kit is good for one nostril. If you use one and they're still not responding and 911 hasn't came, keep breathing. Keep breathing. Tilt the neck back, pinch the nostrils hard right here, and go 5 times. 5 times. You might got to save your mama, your uncle, your cousin, your daughter, their friends. You might be at a soccer game, a football game. I'm telling you, I know a lot of kids taking Percocets and opioids and heroin, and they start athletes and all kind of stuff. So if you have to save a life, this is how you're going to do it. Go on my YouTube page, and I have a full tutorial on how to administer the Narcan. Because my thing is this. What is the purpose of giving out all these Narcan kits, right? Everybody going to get them today in New Jersey. But they're not going to know how to use them if somebody's around them that's going through an overdose, right? Okay. So I just wanted to rattle y'all up a little bit, because I am passionate about what I do, and it's important that I have listen, people don't even understand. I'm on the forefront every day of the opioid pandemic. I have people reaching out to me nationwide in every state, and they're telling me my daughter, my son, my husband, my cousin, my dad. It is crazy, and it could be just a regular person. So I'm just telling y'all like this. This right here is a lifesaver. And today, if you live in the state of New Jersey, you could have got this for free. And if you still need to get it, then reach out to me, and I will send you the information in your state where to get it. My face mask is blowing away. Let me get it. Okay, so I'm going to sign out right now. But I just want you guys to know that it's a lot to give in Naloxone. It's not just a spray that you put in the nose and then the person comes back to life. It don't work like that. So I feel like I have to do this because people are clueless. They be like, "Oh, I got the Narcan. I called 911." Listen, I'm gonna say this. 911 is a good thing, right? But guess what? I know a lot of people that have died when they still called 911. You can't think 911 going to save your life, because it depends on what else is going on in your community. You can't fully say 911 is going to save my life or my loved one if something's going down. You got to be able to know CPR and know how to give this if you got somebody that's taking opioids and painkillers and snorting cocaine. Everybody be like, oh, yeah, they good, you know, I'm good, she fine, you know, she a mom, he a dad, he a grandpa. You know, I know functional addicts that snort around the coke. I'm talking a whole pile like sugar. And they get up and go to work and they be up all night and they be like, you know? But guess what? The kicker is a lot of the cocaine is being tainted with the fentanyl. So if you go on my YouTube page, I'm going to put the link up today. You're going to look at a simulation of how much fentanyl can kill you. Okay? If you're snorting cocaine, everybody thinks it's about painkillers. It's not just painkillers. It's not just painkillers. Okay? You can snort something, you can inject something, and you can swallow something, and you can go into a cardiac arrest if it has fentanyl in it. And if somebody's not there with this, you're going to die. If somebody's not there with this, you're going to die. You hear me? You're going to die. You're going to die. Period. It's no. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing for y'all because that's not me. Okay? You're going to die if someone's not there. Before I sign off from this live, I'm going to give y'all the link to go onto my YouTube page and subscribe because I got a whole live on there showing how to administer Narcan. Okay? This is what's going to happen for the last time. Signs of an overdose. That's what I love about me because I'm raw and uncut. I'm not going to pat you on the back and rub your shoulder and say, oh, honey, it's going to get better. You know. I'm not babying nobody. I'm not. You dig me? I don't baby people because there is no easy way getting out of addiction. There's no easy way to do that. You got to work your ass off to get clean and stay clean. Okay? It's not an easy process. So you can't just be like, oh, can I take this to get over that? Can I do this? You got to work your ass off. Whether you're taking Suboxone, methadone, whatever you're doing, you got to work your ass off to stay clean. Period. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not. Because I know what I went through. I know what I went through. 11 years of opioid abuse and cold turkey in it. And my life was hell when I went through the withdrawals and all that stuff. I thought I was dying. I thought I was going to die. But I'm not going to rub your hand. I'm not going to say, oh, honey, okay. It's going to work your ass off. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Do it. I did it. Do it. You do it. I did it. You can do it. Pull yourself up. Get up. Tell your man, tell your husband, tell your wife. Get it together. You got to do better. So, before I sign out, I'm going to show you one more time the signs of the overdose. So if you got somebody in your house getting high or somebody you live with or whatever, I'm going to show you the signs. I'm going to tell you one more time. Okay? Blue or gray tint to the eyes, skin, or lips. Okay? If your face look blue, your lips turning blue, you probably signs of an overdose. Okay? If you're touching a person's skin and it's clammy on a hot day like today, they might be having an overdose. If they have shallow, infrequent, or no breaths, which means if they're not breathing and you're like, they just like laying there like, they might be having an overdose. The deep gurgling or snoring is the death, they call it the death snore. And it sounds like this, because I know someone that died like this. That's the death snore. You gotta know what to do when a person's doing a death snore. Okay? I know somebody that died like that. I tried to help them, but I couldn't pick them up because they was too heavy. Okay? Check it out. No response. The sternal rub. Let's go over this one more time. The sternal rub is when you take your knuckles, okay? I know everybody got hard knuckles because I do. I can't fight, but my knuckles is rough. Okay? This is the sternal right here. Right under a woman above your breast. And men right here. You put your knuckles there and you rub it real hard. You rouse the person. You be like, wake up, wake up, wake up. You shake their shoulders. Try to shake them up. If they're not moving and you shaking them up like this, and you taking just doing a sternum rub, and they're not moving, they overdosing. Okay? And they got a little bit of time to live. They got a little bit of time. If they got their eyeballs are not moving, okay, you got to pull out your Narcan. Okay? This is what you're going to do. You're going to bring out your kit. Look. You're going to peel the foil back like this. Look, I'm not sure what y'all getting today because I got certain kits from the health department. You're going to bring out your kit like this. You're going to open it up. You're going to be like, Make sure if the person's not responding, you're going to take the kit. Once you take one kit and you put it up in the nostril, put it all the way up in their nose and push. And all the spray going to go up in the nostril and it's going to go straight to the brain. It's going right here. And what it's going to be an antidote. It's going to block the overdose that's happening in your brain from the opioids and the heroin. This right here, that's how it works. You're going to put it all the way up there. You're going to spray it. You're going to wait. You're going to watch. If the person's still not responding, if they're like gurgling, like, they're going to die. So what you're going to do is you have to have another one of these. If you don't have one, you better hope 911 is coming. You better hope the ambulance is coming. You better hope they're coming. You better hope they're coming. If not, if you do have another kit, you're going to put it in the other nostril. You can't use the same nose, same nostril. Watch. You're going to put it in the other nostril. Put it all the way up there. You're going to push it. The spray going to go all the way to the brain. It's going to try to block the overdose receptors. It's going to try to block it because it's going to your brain. That's why it works so fast. Okay? Once it goes to your brain, sometimes after 2 kits, a person going to be like, they're going to start, coming back to life. But if they're taking a fentanyl that's really strong, they might still be responsive. So you might have to start chest compressions, which is CPR. You might got to push on it. I'm going to show you guys how to do all this, the chest compressions. Because once you breathe in for them and you gave the Narcan twice and they're not responding, you might have to do chest compressions. I'm just showing you how it's done, but I'm going to show you on my live, on my YouTube channel. Listen, today was Free Narcan Day in New Jersey. And I don't want somebody to die. Okay? So please understand my passion for what I do. And understand that you can go get a Narcan kit today for free at Rite Aid, like I did. Right? And your grandmom or your grandpa that's been taking opioids for 25 years for rheumatoid arthritis might have went through a period of time of withdrawal and then went back and taken them and you don't know. And you might go over there and she might have all the signs or he might have all the signs. He might not be responding. He might be laying there with blue lips and gurgling. So, and you gotta know those signs. But I'm going to teach you guys the signs. I'm going to do this again. Okay? I just want to do a live, but it's going to be on my Instagram, YouTube channel, and it's going to be on my YouTube channel and my Instagram. I'm going to end this video by saying, if you have anyone struggling with substance use disorder or addiction, reach out to me because I have a lot of connections statewide and I can help people get into all different types of programs. But don't waste my time, okay? Don't waste my time because I didn't waste nobody's time. When it was my time to get clean, I didn't waste nobody's time. I just knew I was ready to get off the pills. I was just like done, I was just like, I can't. I was at the end of my road. I was 94 pounds almost. I was in a bad position and I knew I was going to die. So I just pulled myself up by my bootstraps. Look at me. I pulled myself up by my bootstraps and I got off them opioids. And it'll be 9 years. It's August the 8th. Okay? So I just want to end this video and say I love you guys. I hope that you all watch and realize that it could be somebody you might have to save. It might be your neighbor. It might be one of your kids that you don't know using. It might be one of their friends that's at your house eating pizza at a pizza party. They might go in the bathroom and they might pass out and you don't know what they took. You got to have this. You got to have this. Everybody should have this. Everybody should have Narcan. If you don't, you're ignorant. I don't understand it. Even if your kids are straight A students, you don't know what their friends are going through. This is what's saving everybody's lives from the overdose. Okay? This is what's saving everybody's life. Y'all got to do better in these communities, I'm telling you. I be seeing some crazy stuff. I don't understand. I can't understand why people do the things they do. But what I do know for a fact is this. I'm going to go to Las Vegas in a couple of weeks. I want to be on a Congress level of advocacy for the state of New Jersey and Pennsylvania. And let me just say this one time so you guys understand. They're the 3 top states for opioid deaths in the United States. Number 1, West Virginia. Listen to me. West Virginia is the number 1 state in the United States for opioid overdose deaths. Guess what state is number 2? Ohio. Ohio is number 2. Guess what state is number 3? PA, Pennsylvania. Yes. Yes. Bucks County, Montgomery County, and all them counties up towards the western cities. Yes. I'm just telling y'all. Somebody going to die from an overdose, and then y'all going to be on Facebook like this. I didn't know he was addicted. Y'all gonna be looking sorry as shit. Y'all gotta do better in these communities. Y'all gotta do better. I don't care what your kids looking like, how good they doing. You got to start advocating in your communities, and you got to start talking to people. And it don't matter that your kids are good and that they're doing great. Still go out and talk. That's me every day. I'm happy in these communities. All right, I'm about to go. If y'all want to meet me in person, come to Williamsboro on Friday at Country Club, because I'm going to be out there with a table set up talking about my book, Addicted in Silence. Come out and see me Friday in the afternoon at Country Club on Rancocas Road at the Community Health Fair, the last day of school for the kids out here in Williamsboro. I'm going to be out there tough. Yes, with all the newspapers and all the media talking about my story. Okay? Have a good day. Go get your Narcan. If you need to find a pharmacy, if you live in New Jersey and you want to find a pharmacy, inbox me and then I'll give you the phone number and you can call and see if they still got Narcan. If not, I'm going to be giving Narcan classes in every community. Okay? I got to do better. Now, let me model off my outfit today because I'm looking too fine and too passionate about what I'm doing. Okay? And I'm hungry, so I got to eat. So I'm sucking all this in. Okay? So once I eat, I'm going to be like, I love you guys. Have a great day. Get your Naloxone. Inbox me. I'll tell you where to get it.